Hey, everybody. Let's see. Kind of a weird angle on the 75 gallon. I don't think I like it. Hello, Jeff Kane. First in, letting me know that there was a lag. So, like a good citizen of the internet, I was like, I could be unprepared in 30 minutes, or I could be unprepared now. Here we are. Yeah, I know, it's pretty wild, right? It's a 75, but it definitely looks like a 6-foot tank instead of a 4-foot. I'm gonna go fix it. I don't like it. And then I'll say hi to everybody. Hey, Caleb, what up? What up, buddy? Give me 1 sec. All right. Jeff Pelham's here. Wow. All right. I got it done with my liver, says Caleb. That's as far back as I could go. So, sorry, everybody. Welcome in. It's Jeff Pelham's Aquatics is here in Coro, Silver Creek, Caleb, Craig, Coro, but I mean, like, he's been putting in the work, you know what I mean? He gets another shout out. Same with Jeff Pelham, you know what I mean? My power users. Good job, guys. Jeff P. Dick Signs is looking for some. What is she looking for? Yeah, man, we were close by, but yeah, dude, I think it's great that you went up to see Bunny, though. Lobster Lab, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Oh, Silver Creek, yeah, man, it's your standard. It's your standard 75. I would like something for that. I was also thinking about my 40-gallon breeder and my 20-gallon long. But I mean, like, my tanks are so overgrown right now that in order to like show off the background, it really does work in a cichlid tank or something where you've got like more hardscape than plant. And my plant's got blackbeard algae all over them, and I pulled them out, and they've been sitting in a bucket for like a month. So I hope they're ready to freaking like become sparkling clean again. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Nathan Hovey's up in here. Yeah, first class fish, change that water, man. I might be doing that here in a little bit if somebody joins me. Yeah, man, I did a deep dive on that YouTube audio library, and I think this is the track that I picked when I did my homage to oh my goodness, I'll think of his name in a minute. Yeah, man. No, I'm excited about that Silver Creek, and like, yeah, man, I'm proud to show up anything that you do, for sure. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, we can work a trade on your art for, you know, some. Hey, man, I got lots of freshwater aquarium basics up in here. You know what I mean? Like, you need some endlers to do some duty on some like you know, like livestock water troughs. You know what I mean? It's just like I got a spot for you. You know what I mean? Like, just all males, just looking beautiful in the sunlight, eating up that mosquito larva. Oh, Dee Dee's up in here. Hey, Jenny Lynn and Dee Dee. There we go, man. I reached the bottom of the chat. Did pretty good. I am having a great night, and yeah, man. B&B, man. It's like working out in spades. I need to get over this lazy phase in my hobby. I have. I don't know, I have trouble getting in gear, I guess, or something like that. So what I've done is I've doubled down with Caleb, and now I'm doing a podcast too. You know what I mean? So like, you know, this is either going to go badly or it's going to be like, you know what I mean? Like, more responsibility actually gets me moving. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my task list wasn't long enough. You know what I mean? So I'm going to double down. It sounds fun, you know what I mean? And yeah, he and I were talking about it, and I was like, I don't see why not, man. If you can work with my goofy schedule, you know what I mean? Like evening, early morning, you know what I mean? Like, I can make that work on my days off most of the time, you know what I mean? So yeah, we were talking about it. But yeah, man, I mean, like, doing a fish adjacent stream that's still like nature, animals, reptiles, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's not much of a stretch, and it's actually something that I could learn quite a bit about. I mean, I don't know about the rest of you guys. I don't know whether we're being pushed in that direction or whether it's just a natural reaction to like what's going on in the world. But like, I mean, like, and it could just be like how old I'm getting, you know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to like run off to the woods, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna Silver Creek it, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, no joke, man, we're going. So yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, like, my wife talks about it too, so like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess time will tell whether we're all talking or not, you know what I mean? But it's a popular thing. Lots of people are talking about it, you know, like all around town and stuff like that. It's just like, we're all gonna run off to the woods. and starve because we don't know how to do vegetables. You know what I mean? Like, so hopefully we get, you know, like some good gardening tips and stuff like that. I just need supervision really to like get started. You know what I mean? I just don't have the confidence, I think, is what it is. Traits made, I'm building credibility by having a piece of me in every time zone. That's what I'm talking about, man. Got to spread those time zones, you know what I mean? And like, hey man, salute to all of Australia that's working right now, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not already in here, like, good day, you know? I mean, how's the future looking? You know what I mean? Like, I'm still chilling Wednesday, June 5th right here. It's 10:55. In 7 minutes, I'll be 2 minutes late to start my stream, but it looks like we've already started, so guess we don't have to. I guess we'll just leave that box not filled up. Life lessons, legacy writing. Loving you, bro. It was freaking great talking to you backstage for a few minutes this morning. Congratulations on your win on the quiz game. That was super fun. Yeah, man. I really do get kicked out of Caleb's like zeal and like lust for life. You know what I mean? Like he's ready to like do some stuff. He's ready to change the world. You know what I mean? That might be the breath of fresh air that this old man needs. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like it was a good thing, and I really did enjoy having my niece about. She was having fun. She's been playing around with the creator status for a while now. She's doing good. She forgot her socks. I told her twice. So, might do a giveaway later for some socks. Craig is using the mail system. Congratulations, Craig. You are a good citizen, sir. Keep it up. I'll send Juanita as soon as I can afford to ship 100%. Jeff Helm. All right. I still don't know what they're getting, but it's hilarious. It's a mystery to me. A special hello to Doc Awesome. Welcome to the chat, buddy. Just in case you were wondering, man, we're chilling in a fish room in South Austin. We are awaiting the witching hour, which is coming up in about an hour and 3 minutes. And then I convert to midnight and you convert to 10 p.m. So my late night stream does work really well for those on the West Coast. Because it's not too late, you know what I mean? Okay, one more week until the big move. Okay, buddy. Man, that is never a fun time. So I mean, like, may it not be as bad as it could be. You know what I mean? Like, it's all gonna be an inconvenience, but you know what I mean? But man, I'm excited for you to have a new space. I'm excited for you to show it off. You know what I mean? I'm excited to catch up and see what's been going on with you. So, you know what I mean? After you get done with this move and get set up, you know what I mean? Like, let us know what's up. If at any point in time you need to come and blow off some steam and not deal with that for a few minutes, you know what I mean? Like, find a Wi-Fi signal, you know what I mean? And like, get in there. Tell us what's up, Doc. Life lessons in LA. Love it. A life of lessons. Bunny Viper. What? I'm on the big screen? Good to see you, Bunny Viper. Yeah, man, I'll be staying longer than 5 minutes for sure, man. I just started. Like in 1 minute would be my normal start time, but nobody was streaming that I was subscribed to and knew about. You know what I mean? Like I didn't look hard. You know what I mean? So if I'm stepping on somebody, it's like, cheers to you. You know what I mean? Like my bad, bro. But yeah, no, we're having a good time. I think we've heard this song too many times already. I have anyway. So how do I cut it? Just do that right at the end of the song. Wow. Feeling pretty good, guys. I'm feeling pretty good. So we lost another mystery snail this week, and this one might have actually wandered out of a hole that was just big enough for him and his shell to get out of, and fallen behind the tanks. The snail did not smell, but the snail had definitely dried out quite a bit. It was like 1/3 of the shell space. It was definitely sucked down in there and like clamped tight. So I put it back in the bottom tank and we'll see whether it survives. We'll check on everything in a few days. So there's two mystery snails in there with the goldfish right now. They are eating some pond pellets that I believe I picked up from the API sponsor at where was I? I was at the Keystone Clash. So yeah, and it's really funny because although there is a little bit of a glare there where the where the water return is on that hang on back that's polished in the water, the pond pellets are just getting pushed down, so it like looks kind of looks like the balls for like bingo or like the lottery or something. Like they bob down and then they like dip back up. So it's fun. All right, Dee Dee's lurking in listening. I always appreciate that, young lady. All right, hey, Dixon Designs. Thank you. I feel like I'm looking good today. Got a special setup. Garcia Aquatics, congratulations, editing videos, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Like, if I could only be half as good as this guy and edit a video and put it out, you know what I mean? Like, one day, you know what I mean? Like, I think it was gonna help me, you know, and like me some goals, give. So yeah, that's not supposed to happen. But yeah. Oh, and there. Yeah, Stephen P. That's what makes it an enigma. It doesn't have a bridge or a chorus. Is it even a song? All right. Looks like I am way up. All right. All right. The Amecas had more babies. Three of the females. Tank's got so much guppy grass. I can't see how many are in it, but I do see them. Okay, no, that's good. That's good though, Nathan. You're just like, okay, I can see some. You know what I mean? There's some in there. Like, no telling how many. That means that they've got good cover. You know what I mean? It's just like I know that it's better for the fish, but I have no idea what's going on. I guess you're just gonna let nature take the wheel. Sunspot, the male black molly, is chilling in the firemouth cichlid Central American tank. All right. He's in danger, but you know what I mean? Like it works till it doesn't. That's all right, Silver Creek. I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like I like a bunch of like the 90s like noise stuff that was going on like congruently or near or adjacent to like the punk scene. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they blurred, you know what I mean? But like I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty flexible. I'll listen to a lot of things. Yeah, life lessons. You still want the Buenos Aires tetras? Yeah, man. That's a nice tetra. Still haven't kept any tetras. I'm about to get into tetra world. Yeah, I mean, like that's how I've been doing, Nathan. I'm on the newer end of things too. Like I was answering a poll on a community post. Uh, I can't remember who it was, but they were like, "Oh, I was watching the Small Scape, and she was talking about breaking down tanks. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And like getting them out of the way. That way they're ready and for when you do a new project and stuff like that." And I was like, I haven't broken down a tank yet. Like I'm still on my upward arc. Like my sickness, like the severity of my MTS, like hasn't shown itself. You know what I mean? It's plateaued. You know what I mean? But like we don't know where this is going. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, I've never broken down the tank. I'm in danger. Yeah, man. If somebody hurt my angels, you know what I mean? Like I'd be like, I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? Like, heck yeah, man. Yeah, no, I mean, like that's always kind of cool. You know what I mean? So yeah, a fish that could be dinner for another fish, if it's much faster than the other fish, you know what I mean? Or more cunning or better at hiding, you know what I mean? Like that's interesting. I've never had a tank for any like level of like conflict. You know what I mean? Like I've had the angels push around on each other when they were all in the 40 breeder while they were pairing out and stuff like that. And there were some love triangle situations going on. It was interesting. But honestly, more than their breeding situation, they didn't lay eggs as much as they like constantly fought for position, like for feeding and stuff like that. A fire ant tetra. Is that like a real small nanofish skull? Is it small, or like what makes it a fire ant? Question mark. I don't think I've heard about one. I'll give it time, Dixon. Every tank, if you leave it alone enough and give it a water change every now and then, can be the green masses that you see behind me. You know what I mean? Just masterpieces of jungle. Oh, Kenny might know where they are. Nathan says, skull. Nice. And they bite and bite. Small and red. I like big red fish and small red fish. Hey man, I love my jungles. You know what I mean? It's just like I just learned how to grow easy plants. So like now I just let them overgrow everything. You know what I mean? I'm just so proud they're not dying. You know what I mean? Like never forget to water them. You know what I mean? Like life's pretty good. I'm drip acclimating my shrimp tank. It's about a third down from evaporation. So I'm afraid that I haven't been keeping up with water changes, and it might have been like 2 months on both of those tanks. Um, I'm not. I don't see. There's a lot of algae in there. I can't really see what's going on in the tank. I hope. I hope my blue dream population isn't dying back because of. Well, it's not because of overfeeding and what you call it, flatworms and seed shrimp getting everywhere. It's like now I took my hands too far off of it. Possibly, you know what I mean? Like time will tell. I put some food over there. I'll see whether they're gathering or not. They're not really, but there's a lot of dying leaves on that anubias plant that's in there, and there's a lot of green algae. So they might not actually be looking for a pellet. You know what I mean? Like they might have plenty to be doing right now. But I have aged water that I'm dripping in right now, and it has the whatchamacallit in it. I treated it with the anti-chlorine stuff, and oh, I added 1 squirt of easy green um into there as well, and I'm just gonna fill it up first with clean water and stuff like that, and then I'm gonna let it sit for like a week, and then I'm going to test it and do water changes as necessary. But I just don't want to bring them up too fast because that'll make them mad, just as mad as neglecting it, like letting the KH run out of there. A couple of my tanks that Anna selected, I'm going to do a video on it. My KH actually ran out and it bounced down to like 6.4 pH, which it starts out coming out of the tap at 8.2 and it settles at 7.4 or 7.6. I think like the hot part of the year it's one and the other part of the year it's the other, and I don't know what the difference is, but there was a slight difference in KH measurements throughout the year. I heard from another fish keeper at the GAS. We were just talking about water in general and like city of Austin water. Heck yeah. I love it, man. I love seeing what everybody's up to, man. Right. Bunny Viper says, I have a new can of Easy Green and Easy Blue for Jesse. I don't even know what Easy Blue is. I feel like a bad consumer. I don't buy anything anyways. You know what I mean? It's like I'm laissez-faire in my fish keeping, and I'm definitely stay in my wallet with my money. That's fun. Yeah, Silver Creek. I mean, like it's gotta be an honor to you know what I mean, like be selected and like take care of some of those beautiful fish for Bunny. I think that was real neat, man. Because I mean, like Bunny wasn't like a newbie to the hobby at all. Like Bunny has been in it for a while. As long day of cleaning the house and garage. We just got all the new beds, the new living room rug, and couch. All right, yeah. So, oh wow, yeah. So that's pretty cool, man. Like that's like setting you up for success during these hot months. Oh wow, Silver Creek. Like that's cool. So she caught the fish keeping bug from Bunny Viper. Yeah, man. Like you don't know like you don't know which key is gonna unlock the lock. You know what I mean? Like there's something that happens to us, and then it's just like, oh, I want to see more tanks. I need more tanks. Once I get more dither in the 40-gallon breeder, Central American tank, right? The Firemouth cichlids would be out more and more. Loving the Firemouth cichlids. Human Torch and the Thing. I love it, dude. Human Torch and the Thing. I think those are great names, man. Yeah, man. I mean, like that's it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like I've got several things from people in the fish fam and like have a relationship with the people that I got them from, you know what I mean? Or at the very least it's just like I know who they are and like I have respect for like what they're doing, you know what I mean? Like that's it's pretty cool, man. Yeah, man. Like I feel a similar way. Yeah, man. Life is about service and helping out. You know what I mean? Like nobody can do everything all the time. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, it's a choice. You can add to the chaos if you like. You know what I mean? Or you can, like try to be kind and like if it's in your power to help, the guy next to you. You know what I mean? Like that's the way we do it. Yeah, life lessons. That's great, man. That's right, Dee Dee. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I got those plants from over there. I was like, oh yeah, I was there at this one. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Silver Creek. Yeah. So yeah, Silver Creek gets what I'm throwing down. You know what I mean? Like service. Service, y'all. Service is about service. What if I do that? Oh no 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 no. Ladies and gentlemen, 11:21 here in Central Texas. I've been sipping on orange juice, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it is pretty tasty. But I'm looking for a cup of coffee. Ooh. Ooh. What is Zen in here? You're supposed to be asleep, Zen Ginger. But you're from Houston, and any lady from Houston can do whatever she wants. I mean, there's a lot of y'all proving that every day in and day out. You do what you like. Far be it from me to tell you what you need to be doing. Hey Jeff, don't answer that, man. They don't need to. They don't need to know about the island yet. No way, Zen. No way. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, are you up a little bit later than you normally are? Are you just commenting a little bit later than you normally are? There's nothing wrong with it at all, Zen Ginger. I was just surprised. It's a good surprise. Sweet Mark Sterlison. Hello. I did a shout out earlier. You may have been around, you may have not, towards the beginning of the stream to all of my Australian buddies. Get it. I'm always glad to have you guys in here. I think it is such a treat and so amazing to bounce signals off of satellites and like connect to each other like through the internet. Like it's freaking wild to me. Like that's really cool. Like that's like the other side of the planet. It's pretty awesome. I'm like amazed from like just a sheer technological aspect. You know what I mean? Like And I mean, like, relatively free. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have a device, you have to have access to the internet. You know what I mean? Things like that. But I mean, like, wow. Aloha, says Fathom, all the way from Atlanta. Or are you actually Dee Dee? Yeah, you're up late too, girl. That's all right. You deserve to sleep in every once in a while. I mean, what? It's summertime now, right? All right, Silver Creek. I like that. Yeah, man. Fire miles are no joke, man. Like, they look amazing. Um, Back in Atlanta. Nice, Fathom. Aqua Garden Zen. Welcome in. Welcome in. Glad you've been listening, bud. Ooh, the cicadas are singing, y'all. We got some good rain this morning when I was on Caleb's stream. Amen, Craig. You know what I mean? Shot the devil down, man. Yeah, Nathan. I think I saw Silver Creek doing some of that on like the starts, like for their growth. And he was showing the appropriate way to do it. Yeah, Aqua Gardens, and it really is like a peculiar kind of like wild night sounds type noise. You know what I mean? Like frogs are another one, man, that's spooky. Yeah, Dee Dee, they're waking up down here for sure. But it started I think I noticed it like maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago now. And I was like, oh man, that's it. I heard it at night and I was like, yeah, dude, we might not get any cool weather, but we have since then. It's been kind of nice, not gonna lie. But I'm ready for those searing summer days. They're upon us now. Can't be stopped. Yeah, Nathan. I mean, like, I just want to start up like kind of simple and stuff like that. Like, I want to be able to like make my own salsa and my own pasta sauce. So what? Like onions, garlic, some peppers, right? Tomatoes. Yeah, and that's kind of what I want to do. And then, you know what I mean? Like add a couple vegetables as we go along. I like the idea of making like a trellis and having the zucchini like or squash or cucumbers like grow over the top of it and then they like hang down in the middle. Like that looked really cool. And what, Tommy, you got some sort of like a A-frame thing going. I love you, Dee Dee. Good night. Sleep, sleep well. Sweet dreams. Yeah, man. You excited? Yeah, man. Yeah, that sounds great, Silver Creek. Basically, for me, what I would want to do is roast all of those vegetables in the oven and then puree them. Yeah, and the cucumbers, the gourds and the cucumbers. Yeah, that A-frame. Yeah, man. Look, man, I've been keeping an eye on what's going on over there. You know what I mean? Like, I may not comment all the time. You know what I mean? I tried to throw my thumbs up. You know what I mean? Yeah, Bunny Viper. I mean, like, share what you want to share. You know what I mean? Like, everybody who's curious is curious because they want to support. You know what I mean? So, like, we love you, girl. Like, don't go anywhere. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, whenever you want. Hello, dear. Those goldfish aren't going to stop until every one of those pellets is gone. They're so hilarious. And those pellets come out the same color as they are now. And then like I assume that the mystery snails are gonna get down on it. Silver Creek, I saw a short of a comic and he said that he doesn't wear Crocs and he said something else too and he was like the reason why I don't wear Crocs is because I'm afraid that I would never take them off again. You know what I mean? He was like I'm afraid that they would fit me too well and then I would just wear Crocs all the time. Yeah, yeah, life lessons. It does. Yeah, it's very much like a power pellet. It's a power pond pellets. Yep, Craig. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's like MTS but for feet. Hey Craig, you know what? That's why teaming up with somebody is good. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like they have your best interest at heart. You know what I mean? I got somebody here that pays attention to me and makes sure that I don't go out looking like a total goof. I'm glad you're okay, Bunny. Right, yeah. Anybody concerned about your sharing and whatnot, I'll be sure to tell them what's up, Bunny, and that she's sharing because people want to know. I want to know. Oh, Craig. It's okay, Tommy. You know what I mean? Like you do you, buddy. You do you. Well, guys, I've been on for about an hour now. So what do you say we change tanks? Try it out. See what we can do. Hmm. It's a nice look. I lost my coffee. I'm so sad. without my coffee and a glass. So Tommy and friends, I bought this off of Amazon. It's not even, it wasn't even that expensive, and I think I got two of them, and it's just a plant grow light. I'm on my iPad, so it's not working well. But oh, I can get a better look at the other one. My wife's using the other one in here. So nifty little no-name light. Gives quite a bit of light. You see, it's just got it up there with push pins. You know what I mean? It's just giving light to these guys. Oh, my wife got a new plant. Look at that guy. That guy's wild. And we got some lucky bamboo. But this guy is wild. Look, he's got the base. It's cool. Ta-da! Sorry, plants. Just tricking you. No light. Where is he? He's hanging out over here. So we think he might be a super red. Everybody's looking fine and dandy. Look at that. Corey activity. Yeah, dude. He's ready to be with some friends. There might be one male in there, but could all be. Yeah, we got some guys working. We got some shrimp working. And we'll see what a dose of vitamins does to this tank. And the yellows are hungry. The pellet landed behind the tray, so that doesn't really work for us so well. I see quite a few guys working in here. And these Corys want to be fed. They're laying all right up in the front, not being skittish at all right now because they're so good at camouflaging. We can't even see you. Camouflage engaged. I'll put away all my food because I'm a good boy. Hold on. Waiting for the drop. Wow. Excellent, guys. Good job. They know it's a setup. Like, don't watch me eat, bro. Yeah, buddy. See, that's the type of action I want to see. You know what I mean? Good boy. I mean, good girls, really. Those are my girls. Heck yeah. All right. Hang on, I lost my coffee again. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. Lost my coffee again. That's right. That's right, Melvin. Like they're just like, it's a trap. Freaking guys. Hey, Craig, I heard those fireball quarries are fire. I think I've seen those once and like they were pretty cool. There was also a fireball something else, but it was a shortened something. Wasn't it like a molly? or a platy, wasn't it like towards the balloon end of things? And they call them fireballs. I think that's right. And fireball has to do with the intensity of the red. Is that correct? I mean, I would expect first class to do it before I did. It's our 12. Oh my goodness. So the hygrophilia, like anything that wasn't like top notch on that plant, got nibbled away by the mystery snails. Like they went after it, and it's all cleaned up. So I'm really excited to see what it does growing in the sponge filter that is in the 20-gallon snail tank. I feel like that high grow is going to take off for me. I think they're red Cory, and they may or may not be like smaller, like the smaller Corys. Yeah, Craig, that happens. You know what I mean? Like a lot. And like we'll have some things that are expensive over here that aren't expensive over there. It's kind of like interesting. So red Cory, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, like anytime anything fetches that high of a price, but also at the same time, it's just like they wouldn't have a high price if they were easy to get. You know what I mean? That's the other thing. I mean, traveling wild from South America to the United States is probably pretty rough, but to Australia, I mean, like, I would think it would take longer. Maybe not. So, yeah, they're not that hard to breed. So then the price comes down. Okay, so they're down under 80 now. Like, how long did it take for it to drop to that, Craig? A few years? Okay. So, yeah, man, as long as you're not an early adopter, it seems like if you're an early adopter of a fish, in an area, you pay a more premium price. I would think a lot of them are bred now first class fish. I am more interested in a tank bred fish than a wild fish in a lot of instances. Now, Altum Angels, like I understand with some of the specialty cichlids and stuff like that, like there might be a reason why you would want to go with a not non tank bred. But I mean, like I'm perfectly fine with my fish coming from captivity. Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it all comes down to like what you want to spend your money on. You know what I mean? Like if waiting 3 years, you know what I mean, is 80 instead of 500, I mean, like that's a smart choice. That's right. Australia has a list. Yeah. You guys, yeah, you guys have your own rules and regulations and they differ from ours and ours differ from Canada's, you know what I mean? So it's pretty wild. Melvin, are you looking at those fireball quarries? Fire, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, the butterfly pleco. Nice. So I have two pairs of female albino uh bristlenose. I'm thinking about taking what from Skull's ability, I believe, was identified as I possibly got a long fin super red that's just not very red. You know what I mean? Thinking about putting him with some of them in another couple weeks. Right. I feel like if you find somebody that's breeding them and they're good quality, you know what I mean, and you can get a good quality if they were already raised in a tank, they will probably do well in a tank for me. You know what I mean? Like, so I look at it as like a success level. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes the wild caught take a little bit more care and handling in order for success that I can take out of the equation if somebody else is already having success with them and like can kind of like guide me in the right direction. So yeah, yeah, case by case for sure. Like everything in the fish hobby. Well, it depends. You know what I mean? Like the more you learn about anything, the less things are a simple yes or no when there's a question. A dwarf spiny eel. I don't even know what that is, but that's freaking pretty cool. I saw a couple long fire eels put out in the short from Aquashella. They were long, dude. And one of them was laying outside of the tube, and they were so chill. They were just laying in the flow, and one of them was in a PVC pipe, and the other one was laying next to the PVC pipe, and it was like easily like 12 inches long. There you go. You had some wild caught gold lasers. Did you ever get them to breed, Craig? True that, first class fish. And I enjoy and like to support anybody who is doing that, like Dr. A. Um, yeah, they did once. Oh, okay, Fathom. Yeah, man, there was some cool stuff, man. Like I saw a golden goonch, and I was like, wow, that's wild. Yeah, Craig, when I moved mine out of the heavier planted tank into the other tank, they were very scared for a long time. And they lived for a week in about 6 inches of water. I kept them low for a minute so that I could move the tank. There you go, first class fish. Yeah, Greg, and mine weren't wild caught. Mine came from Aquahuna. And like they've been acting like that. And they dropped one albino like out of nowhere, which was like, you know what I mean? Like I think that is still like such a treat, you know what I mean? Just like a random drop of like an albino. I'm all like, all right, that's freaking wild, man. I love it. Oh my gosh, man. You have firemouth fever. Life Lessons Vlogs has firemouth fever. It's okay, buddy. It's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? Don't buy more fish than you have tank space for. You know what I mean? Be patient, build it out. You know what I mean? Build your firemouth empire. That's awesome, dude. California. So yeah, getting to Atlanta, it'd have a plane ticket on it, but the odds are that you order on the East Coast, it's gonna drop in Atlanta, right? But what a way to go, Dixon Designs. You know what I mean? Surrounded by fish. What a way to go. Always healing. Yeah, I had one of those bristle nose females in that tank where everything goes. Um they one of them got caught up in some thread that was wrapped around it was wrapped around some lava rock. So it was an epiphyte, and it the threads got loose and it got caught up in the fins and everything. And I saw him in the same spot, and then 24 hours later, I saw him in the same spot, and I was like, "What's up with you?" And he tried to swim away from my hand and like dragged the plant with him, and I was like, "Oh, okay," you know what I mean? So like I had to free her, and the fence healed up perfectly, but the thread got like down in between some of the fins, and so there was some fin tearage on the what, the dorsal, yeah, on that top fin. Oh man. Oh man. There we go. Party time. There we go. Ooh. Let's see. Let me go through my notes. I just took the threads off of it, and it had been there long enough to where it was kind of holding on to the rock a little bit. You know what I mean? So I just made sure to get all the thread off of it. I felt bad, but yeah, no, I had a pleco get stuck, man. You know what I mean? You're like, wait a minute, what's wrong with you? Freaking stuck there for a day. You know what I mean? Like probably thinking, like, dang, man, this is probably the end for me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, but it is kind of amazing, like handling a bristle nose and stuff like that. Like they feel like sandpaper a little bit, a little sandstone. The Firemouth Cichlid Empire. I love it, man. I love it, and with like such great names too. I'm looking forward to the updates and whatnot. That's fun. I'm happy for you, bro. It's so much fun to get excited about fish. What a wonderful time. Um, Sorry, I'm distracted. Um, can't see those little bristles on my boy. On my boy. So yeah, Jeff, Melvin's got the cichlid. He's got the cichlid. It's deep in his veins, man. He hears the song and it needs more Firemouth. Firemouth. Hey, nothing wrong with that, Jeff. You know what I mean? He's an adult. He knows what he was getting into. And I mean, while he is running a Firemouth fever, you know what I mean? He sounds happy. You know what I mean? And like honestly, at the end of the day, like as long as Melvin's happy, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like, why not? These are good things. You know what I mean? Like we all understand that we keep too many boxes full of water, you know, but I love them. So much fun. Right? Yeah, we're all enablers for, you know, like the thing that we love. And I think that is great. It makes for a supportive community. You know what I mean? Like more tanks. Heck yeah, wholesome message right there. My mother would be proud and she would be happy too. That's what it's about, man. Jeff Pelham right there. Amen, brother. Amen, brother. Yeah, Dixon, that gets a phone call. You know what I mean? Be like, hey, man, are you sure that that shipping is right? Because, like, that doesn't sound right. So, yeah, you're having a problem with your ordering. So, you're actually going to have to, like, contact somebody in an email and, like, get it resolved. That's not a, it's not a bad problem. It's just, like, it's unfortunate. But, you know, I guess they have to work out those, like, kinks. Yeah, some sort of automatic calculator isn't doing it right. J Rock doing stuff, sup, main. J Rock, you caught a big fish. Is that right? I think I saw a thumbnail. I almost clicked on it. It's on my list, bro. It's on my list. Gotta pretend to go to sleep and sleep all day tomorrow, so I'm ready for work. But like I messed up my sleep schedule, something fierce. But I'm awake right now, so like things are great. Hey, 15 minutes into freaking Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. We're 15 minutes into the witching hour, everyone. Nobody loves you like I do. We got about 15 minutes left. Gonna change some water up in here. All right, J Rock. So a 50-gallon terrarium. All right. Um, are you going to like do it up with like the springtails and the microfauna and like all of that stuff, like to that level? And is this terrarium going to house some sort of reptile? Yeah, it kind of leans that direction, right, Melvin? You know what I mean? Like you figure them out first and stuff like that, and then if you make them happy enough and they start acting like they want to breathe, then you're like, okay, well, maybe I'll try to breed them. You know what I mean? Like I love baby fish. You know what I mean? 45 long sounds amazing. Okay, yeah, man. Yeah, like once you get all the plants happy and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Then like, yeah, you can have a resident that like lives in there and like hangs out and whatnot. That's cool. I think I want to do a rimless tank for my wife and have some small fish in it. But right now, all she wants is mystery snails in it, and I'm down with that too. So I mean, it could even be a little bit smaller. But amongst all her plants, and I'd like to have driftwood coming out of it. I'd like her to have some moss that's like coming out of the water a little bit. You know what I mean? Some plants like growing out of the water and stuff like that, so that then there's a bunch of plants, and then like one of them has like water in it, and there's like a mystery snail. Okay, so you went with a 38-inch tall. Nice. There you go, Craig. Another prospect for the fish room, eh? Gonna get yourself a new tank, eh? Yeah, man. If it's on the curb, like where the sidewalk is and stuff like that, like that's public easement in the United States. You know what I mean? That part between the sidewalk and the curb. And yeah, that's where we put all our trash to be picked up and stuff like that. So if anybody sets anything there, people will drive by and pick it up. If it's made of metal, they'll pick it up, throw it in the bed of their truck, and like when the bed of their truck is full of metal, they'll go down and turn it in and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of weird in the at least in Houston and in yeah, if you put it on the curb, like the odds are it'll be gone before bulk pickup comes by to actually pick it up and throw it away. You know what I mean? Like if it has any use to anybody. Um we used to we used to collect things to burn when I was in college. We'd have a fire pit and like we'd dismantle a piece of furniture into its wood innards and we would burn it. Um, uh, if it was nice enough, it came inside. You know what I mean? Like we had many a questionable futon in my apartment days. The trick is to get the old lazy boy before it gets rained on. Once it gets rained on, you know what I mean? Like does not have as much value. Okay, yeah. So Craig, it's the same there. Curb in Australia means please take me. Okay, yeah. So this is a slightly different situation than that. Because I had a 10 gallon and two 20 longs that I was water testing like in my front yard. And I just drug them out in the middle of my front yard and put water in them and put a oil pen marker where the line was. You know what I mean? And like went to sleep, like stayed out there all day. And then like went out there the next night and like was like, all right, they're working. Yeah, nobody touched them. Yeah, I mean, I mean, like if you've got a lot of glass and stuff like that, it's always a bear to try to get rid of it because I wouldn't want anybody that is handling my trash or disposing of things and stuff like that. I wouldn't want them to be injured by it. You know what I mean? So yeah, with extra glass and stuff like that, I've always put it inside of the broken pieces I put inside of a box and then I take the box closed and I label it broken glass. So nobody needs to open it to figure out what it is. You know what I mean? It's like it's broken glass. You know what I mean? But that way when it like tumbles out of the truck, there isn't like glass that's falling in the street. You know what I mean? And then like a neighbor kid like cuts his foot like playing on his bike. You know what I mean? Like I don't want any glass laying around, things like that. So yeah, I always package my glass. So core works. I leak test if I'm resealing or whatever, but if I pick up a tank on the side of the road, I just inspect it and fill it with water. I don't set it up outside or anything. I just set it and go. Well, hey man, some of us live a little bit vicariously. Those tanks looked like they were holding water, but I had the shelf behind me. The there's a shelf that's on the ground, right? And then uh the shelf above it ended up uh falling down and it fell on top of the other tanks. So yeah, it ended up I needed to make sure that they were leak tested because a shelf full of aquariums fell down on the top of it. Everything's good. You know what I mean? Like thin glass, but good on you, Aquion. I like eight tanks were compromised and I lost two. The bottom fell out of the two center ones when they fell and dropped them into the next one. So all of the fish we're suddenly transported with the broken bottom glass into a empty tank below it. So you know what I mean? Like there was no real loss of life there. It could have been a lot worse. Right. I didn't use enough screws, and instead of a dado cut, I have a board cut in between all of the shelves. So there's an outer piece and then there's an inner piece in between all the shelves. So all the shelves stack on top of each other. It's pretty wild. I would build mine different, and I'm thinking about putting plywood on the other. Looks like my other camera just died. Man, almost ready to do a 2 hour stream, but no, it'll be all right though. Um, used to get only free and broken tanks. I used to only do $1 per gallon. I'm willing to do $2 a gallon now. But some of these people are tripping. You know what I mean? Like I won't I won't buy anything except for the specific tank that I'm looking for. Like I'm not just like, oh, free tanks, all right. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like that anymore. Um, but right, Jeff Pelham has 2 40-gallon breeders to reseal. There you go. Breeder. You just posted a few pictures of the stand and tank to your community wall. Oh, that's awesome, J Rock. Yeah, man, we do want to see that. That's fun stuff. Love it. Show me what's going on in the great state of Colorado. Yeah, screws are for squishing things together, not for holding weight. Um, yeah, it can be. Who was it? It was Terry's Tropical Tanks was like, dude, lag bolts, y'all. Like, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean? And I was like, honestly, he's not wrong there. You put it together with lag bolts, it would be a lot more solid. So I'm thinking about that for my next tank build. I mean rack build. Um, I'm also thinking about metal racks and stuff like that, but I'm not sure. I have a neighbor and he can weld. So if my rack was fairly simple and stuff like that, I might be able to get something like really nice that would be good for multiple applications if I did the math on it right. You know what I mean? So then it would be the right size for tanks going end to end, like 20 gallons. It would be good for 240 breeders. You know what I mean? Like the other way, you know what I mean? It would be good for a 75. Like if I can get like a magic space that would fit all of those configurations kind of well, you know what I mean? And like wasn't like too large in some of the configurations, I feel like that might be worth investing in. You know what I mean? Because I know that that would be a more premium price. But like, what if I had like good stands, good solid stands to put my tanks on? That'd be pretty cool. Fathom Aquatics says that Jeff has a nice rack. Love it. Yeah, no, that's true, Dixon Designs. And like, yeah, like you were blessed with a carpenter for a freaking dad. You know what I mean? Like that's a skill. My dad was a mathematician, so woodworking skills, not so much. You know what I mean? But like he got me through pre-cal. You know what I mean? And like I was not the smartest. I was not the best. I was not the best student. I was not the best maturity level to be like learning something as frustrating as that. But hey man, I made it through a college statistics course. I mean, it was a junior college, but I mean like still, dude, like it's pretty wild. Now, do you want to learn know what I learned from my statistics course? It's the form of a joke. Are you ready? A a a statistician is working in his office and he gets a knock on the door and one of his colleagues comes up to him and says, "Hey man, I was wondering if you could make a chart for me showing these two different things and like how they correlate together." And he goes, "I sure can. Uh, I just have one more question for you. What do you want it to look like? Because you can move all the pieces around and you can make everything look like what you want. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want it to say?" It's like, uh, that joke was probably just for me. Thank, thank you, everyone here for being here for that. I don't know, guys. It's all falling apart. Uh, I do not believe that June is going next. I do not know who is going next, but bless that person. I will be in the chat. So yeah, first class fish. I was thinking about getting some custom made. See your comment about a logo design. Yep. Looking for it. Where is it? Oh, you were thinking about logos for the Queen's Chamber podcast channel. I like the pond with fire mouth cichlids. As long as the pond with the fire mouth cichlids was at least like a half to 2/3 of the logo, I think that that would look really good. I kind of like where you're going with that. I'm interested to see what you come up with, buddy. So who's going next? It should be June, but June hasn't been posting for hasn't been live streaming for a little bit, like a couple weeks now. Oldest kid on 280 anchor ranch. I learned to do most everything to survive. Man, Dixon, I feel like we need to chat, and you need to like teach me some of the lost ways. As a suburban kid from Houston, you know what I mean? I could use some life skills. I would appreciate it. Yeah, see, first class, I don't either. So like, I mean, like, I might not get out of the planning stages with my neighbor because it's gonna be like, yo, man, like, I'm like happy to build it for you, you know what I mean? But like, this is what the material is gonna cost, and like, I'll be like, I can't, I can't afford that. So you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of a pipe dream, and I haven't talked to him about it yet, but he works with metal and stuff, and like I think that's so cool. It's such a skill that I don't have, you know what I mean? Like, Fathom Aquatics, 150 for the eel and 50 for the shipping. It doesn't sound bad. That's perfect. I love that idea. Slithery McSlitherface is a great name, and makes my heart just a little bit sad as I think about Mr. Sucky. Miss you. I miss you, bud. So Fathom, you have the extra heavy duty Husky shelves. Yeah. Yeah, I've been looking at those. I'd like to, I mean, like that might be where my price range is. You know what I mean? That might be where my price range ends up. Um, well, anyway, I love you guys, and I will catch you on the next one. There's something I gotta do. Something, something I gotta do. Good night, y'all. Thanks for coming.